The night before my wedding, my sister stole my dress and engagement ring, then left a note saying she ran off to Paris with my fiancé. Some people say their wedding day was the best day of their lives. Mine? Mine was the day I finally buried my sister, not with a eulogy, but with a silent, searing truth. It was the day I chose my future over a lifetime of her toxic chaos, and it nearly cost me everything. Growing up, Eliza was the sun, dazzling, confident, and utterly ruthless. And I was just her shadow, constantly battling an anxiety so severe my hands would shake just tying my shoes. While I was frozen by panic, she was learning to weaponize our parents' sympathy. During my worst moments, she'd sneak into my room, taking whatever she wanted. First, it was a prized toy. Then my allowance money. Later, it morphed into something much crueler, whispering to any boy I liked that I was too mentally unstable to date. Our parents, bless their hearts, always fell for her crocodile tears, dismissing my trembling protests as just my anxiety. By the time I became a pediatric nurse, I was desperate for any scrap of sisterly affection. So when Eliza came to me, mascara streaming down her face, claiming her boss had sexually harassed her and she'd quit, begging for $2,000 for rent, I handed it over without a second thought. That was just the beginning. The emergencies never stopped. Every month brought a new crisis. Burst pipes, stolen cars, sudden medical procedures. Over 2 years, I gave her nearly $30,000, draining my life savings while she posted glamorous vacation photos on Instagram. The final gut-wrenching straw came at Dad's funeral. I stood at the podium, my voice thick with grief, choking through his favorite poem. Eliza wasn't even in the church. She'd used my eulogy as a diversion, racing to Dad's empty house with a locksmith. By the time I arrived, she'd already plundered everything valuable and was actually attempting to forge my signature on his $400,000 life insurance documents. When I caught her red-handed, she just shrugged. "You're too anxious to handle money anyway," she said, as if it was a kindness. That was it. I called the police, changed my locks, and swore I'd never speak to her again. 3 blissful years passed. My anxiety medication dropped from its maximum dosage to almost nothing. I met Dominic, a software engineer who held my hand through therapy sessions and never, not once, used my mental health against me. On my 30th birthday, he proposed. It was perfect. Then, on Christmas Eve, Eliza reappeared at my door. She was gaunt, mascara streaked down her face, claiming to be in recovery for gambling addiction, making amends as part of her 12-step program. She looked so desperate, so unlike the golden child who'd terrorized me for decades. Against every screaming instinct, I let her in. She seemed genuinely changed. She got a job at CVS, attended GA meetings religiously, and never, ever asked for money. We started with coffee, then weekly dinners. She even helped with full story video added in below,